I'm making a wiki of everything I've learned about FNAF. Let's explore Special Deliveries Faz Facts. Like the emails, these are canon content that were posted to Reddit but never released in-game. The original animatronics featured spring-lock suits that had to be hand-cranked to allow them to be worn safely by employees. The original animatronics were Freddy and his friends. Fredbear's opened in 1982, but if Freddy is 20 years old in FNAF 1, he's from 1972. The golden suits were never the only spring suits. Carlton's prototype suit from the Silver Eyes was older. Rosie Porkchop was one of a series of non-golden spring suit robots, and Baby and the Fun Times are literally made of metal springs. The Silver Eyes called Fredbear a yellow Freddy Fazbear suit, a knockoff of Freddy. If Spring Bonnie was first, he'd just be Bonnie, and Classic Bonnie would be Blue Bonnie, but Spring Bonnie is the variation that needs the modifier. After Henry's company Fazbear Entertainment acquired the rights to Freddy's, Henry designed his new avatar Fredbear as a golden, seemingly superior robot to Freddy to make himself the new star. The classic robots were always spring suits. The puppet didn't need magic to stuff the MCI kids because Dave did the same trick in the Silver Eyes without the puppet's help. Human bodies would only fit into these robots if they were already designed to be worn. Phone Guy said the classic suits at his new and improved Freddy's shouldn't be activated or worn after the multiple spring-lock failure incident, because they were all spring suits too. While Rosie Porkchop and the Fun Times could change modes at will, early robots required arduous spring cranking to convert from animatronic to suit mode. Yet somehow, William was able to dive right into Barefront Spring Bonnie, who was still in suit mode despite being rained on for who knows how long. Some force held those spring locks open just long enough for William to climb inside, then closed all of them at once 5 seconds after he put on the suit. One reason I believe Barefront Spring Bonnie was already possessed by one of William's earlier victims. Fazbear's Twisted Pizza recipe was voted most yummy by 6 out of 10 children in every survey from 1988 to 1993. Game Theory's minimum wage calculation put FNAF 1 near 1993, but FNAF 2 showed us Night 6 was Friday the 13th. Night 6 is November 13th for both FNAF 1 and 2, so the closest year to 1993 that fits the calendar is 1992. The Fast Fact tells us FNAF 1 was open from 1988 to 1993. Since a night guard died every 90 days, 5 years gives us about 20 dead night guards. The first location of the Freddy's franchise was actually Fredbear's Family Diner. The wording is very important here. A franchise is when someone pays the owner of a brand for the right to use their name. If you buy a McDonald's license, you usually build a McDonald's. If the owner of Chuck E. Cheese grants you a franchise license, you can build your own Chuck E. Cheese. But if they don't, you have to build a knockoff like Showbiz Pizza Place. This line doesn't say Fredbear's was the first restaurant, rather the opposite. Fredbear's was the first location to buy a Freddy's license. Freddy's already existed as a brand, and as the original location, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place didn't count as part of the franchise. Fredbear was derived from Freddy, and Spring Bonnie couldn't use Bonnie's name without a license. Henry's company built their own Freddy's in 1983 as Phone Guy's New and Improved Freddy's, aka the FNAF 2 building, trying to show that Fazbear Entertainment could do a better job than the original place, which they did not build. The famous William Afton is the man responsible for the creation of the animatronics we all know and love. William created the original Freddy's characters and owned their intellectual rights. Henry had to buy a Freddy's license from William to build Fredbear's. This is also evidence Charlie's novels are a mirror universe to the games. Henry is the brilliant inventor in the trilogy, while William is his jealous business guy apprentice. But in the games, William built the amazing robots business guy Henry coveted. Game Henry sent board members to grill William about the secrets of Baby's design because she was more advanced than anything Fazbear Entertainment could build. Some of the first animatronics built by William Afton featured claw mechanisms that were able to hide away items inside them. This confirms the claw once had a benign purpose. Baby is the most famous example of a claw robot. Most assume William gave Baby the claw to eat kids, which is true in the Mirror Universe novels, but only became true in the games after someone tampered with Baby's design. Novel William built Baby for himself, but Game William loved his daughter Elizabeth and built Baby just for her. When William learned someone had altered Baby, he immediately forbid Elizabeth from seeing her. Novel Baby was a killing machine from the start and devoured Elizabeth by her own conscious choice. But Game Baby remembers being strangely forced to count how many kids there were in the room, and was suddenly no longer herself when only one remained. Game Baby could only watch in horror as her body lured in Elizabeth and devoured her. Game Baby still has nightmares about that day and wonders why it happened. Someone hacked Baby into a killing machine just before Circus Babies opened, and Henry's goons were the ones trying to extract her design secrets from William. William seemed aware of the change, but after Fazbear Entertainment saved his struggling restaurant from bankruptcy, William couldn't prevent this change any more than Edwin Murray could stop Henry's company from weaponizing the Mimic. In 1993, the most dangerous profession in the United States was actually night security guard. This references FNAF 1's 90-day death tradition. But to be this dangerous on a national level, more than one place had to be open in 1993. The new Freddy's only had one sister location in summer 1983, Fredbear's, and by 1987 it was closed. But by 1993 other locations existed, which I noted in the timeline. Despite the name, hurricanes are not actually the leading cause of death of children in Hurricane, Utah. Hurricanes would have to go a long way to hit Utah. It sounds like Fazbear Entertainment still has a presence there. This reiterates Hurricane, Utah, the setting of Charlie's novels, is also relevant to the games. All Pizzeria Simulator lawsuits are filed in Hurricane, Utah's judicial district. Scott stated both the games and novels are canon, even if their timelines don't fit together neatly like puzzle pieces. This is because the games and novels are mere universes of each other. Their canons overlap in a twisted fashion, and once you know this relationship, you can learn more about one world by studying the other. For example, I imported Charlie's 4-closet system from the novels and apply it to all the Afton kids in the games. That's how Michael can be bitten twice. The bites of 83 and 87 targeted different closet versions of him, whose memories combined to form the seemingly impossible FNAF 4 bite. Both the games and novels are canon, even if they tell different stories. Chica's Cupcake features a unique set of servos and its own independently suite of software. The Cupcake has its own endoskeleton in the Silver Eyes, attacked this in FNAF 4, ran about the kitchen to help wanted, loomed over ruin like some sort of dark god, and ate one guy's face in the movie. The Cupcake is definitely its own character, separate from Chica. Rockstar Bonnie was developed from the original Bonnie for use in Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria franchise operations. Once again, Fazbear Entertainment needed a franchise license to use the Freddy's characters. This clarifies that even though child pictures of the Rockstars appear in Pizzeria Simulator, a reopening of the original Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place from 1972, the Rockstars are derivative of the Freddy's characters. From Rockstar Chica's maracas, the Rockstars seem to be from El Chip's Mexican restaurant, which I'm still trying to nail down on the timeline. We might have seen the Rockstars in earlier games without realizing it. Withered Chica and Nightmare Chica looked much more like Rockstar Chica than Classic Chica. Showbiz Pizza Place was a nightmare for the owners of Chuck E. Cheese. Perhaps the Rockstars are a similar nightmare for FNAF 4 Bedroom Defender? Rockstar Bonnie has 2 star buttons, while the others have 1. Is his origin somehow different and the Fast Fact is targeting him because of it? I'm still piecing together what role the Rockstars have in the greater picture. If you have theories, please share them in the comments. The timeline video is coming, but I want to put a few more pieces in place first.